What's going on, everybody? This is MattDoesFitness, and there are three types of people: those who can count and those who can't. Okay, this is my deadlift highlights from week 2 of my third cycle. That's right, I'm into week 2. Now, this was a much better session than the one I did last week. Last week, I was doing triples with, what was it, 215 kilos, and they sucked. My form sucked, I felt horrible, the session in general was horrible. Now, today, I still felt pretty tired, but the session itself was really good. It was very positive, and I'm much more happy. If you look at my form here, it looks miles better. My hips aren't shooting to a tiny degree towards the end of the sets. They are, but generally speaking, they're not. Everything's working in unison. I was conscious of trying to get my hips through as well more, because I don't think I was really engaged in those at all. My glutes, I wasn't really engaged in those at all last time. That felt better. I'm also trying to kind of put my knees over the bar a little bit. A while back, I changed the bar position. I put it a little bit further out over my feet. Obviously, the theory there is that it allows you to engage your quads a bit more. But I wasn't actually doing that. I was still kind of sitting quite far back from the bar. So now I'm keeping the bar where it is, but I'm trying to push my knees forwards over the bar so my shins are on it, which is obviously going to allow me to use my quads. I watched a Dan Green video ages and ages ago. No, it wasn't Dan Green. I think it was Brandon Lilly, and he said about almost seeing it as like a leg press. So holding the bar, getting the slack out, and then trying to push the floor away. And obviously by putting my knees over the bar, I can do that a lot more. The only issue I found is that where my quads are pretty hammered from doing squats 48 hours previously, that obviously had a little bit of an effect, and I was feeling pretty tired. But all in all, I'm very pleased with the session. Here is that's my third set there. Moving on to the fourth set. On the fourth set, I started to feel I kind of started to struggle a little bit. I started to feel a little bit tired. I had to slow the reps down a little bit towards the end, but I was never at a point where I thought I'm going to miss reps here. None of the reps were in doubt, and I'm really pleased to get this session, all 5 sets of 5, because let's face it, 5 sets of 5 for a deadlift sucks. It's never going to be an enjoyable experience. This is actually a 11-pound, 5 kilo PR for me for this session. A couple of weeks prior to doing my last deadlift PR, I hit this for 200 kilos, 441 pounds. So to get it for another 11 pounds, an additional 5 kilos, I'm really pleased with that. And it obviously shows good progress. And to be honest, the first kind of 2 to 3 reps of every set, it felt pretty easy. It felt nice and smooth. The bar was coming up really well, so I'm very happy with that. It's always nice looking back at my kind of old videos. I actually looked at one recently, which was I think like a few months ago, a couple of months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, and I tried. My plan was to do triples with 200 kilos, which is 441 pounds, and I managed to literally just scrape out 1 triple with that weight, and then my back was ruined and I had to stop. So to be getting another 11 pounds for 5 sets of 5, which is a million times more work than 3 sets of 3 or just 1 triple in that case, is obviously hugely pleasing and shows really good progress. So I am very happy. I then did my deficit work, and what I'm thinking at the moment, whereas previously I've been alternating deficit work with stiff-legged deadlifts, I feel like the deficit work is going to be more beneficial for me. So at the moment, I'm just going to do that. So my only deadlift accessory will be deficit work with a conventional stance as opposed to stiff-legged stuff. In terms of a conventional stance, I did try doing a sumo stance a while back, but obviously having 2 plates, I found that they slipped over. And I fell over. Unfortunately for you guys, didn't film that, but yeah, I learnt my lesson, won't be doing that again. Although I would like to do some sumo stance deficit work, I'm just trying to figure out how to do that without looking like a moron. So for my deficit work there, I did 3 sets of 5, as you saw. I felt really tired at that point. I actually felt like I was going to throw up. I didn't know, which is a positive. And then moving on for my kind of accessory work, I did some T-bar rows. I haven't done these for a while. I went through a period where I was doing these all the time. Recently, I kind of keep forgetting to do them. But I did them today. 3 sets of 12-ish, I think, of those. It doesn't look like there's much weight there, but there's actually 4 plates on the bar. There's 2 kind of, there's 1 smaller one behind those 3. I'm not lying. And then here I am doing some alternate dumbbell arm curls with a little bit of kind of supination in there. 3 sets of, I think, 10 down to about 8 on each arm. And that, my friends and associates and colleagues, was my session. So like I said, I'm really happy. That is a massive amount of progress from the same session I did last cycle and also from previous week. So yeah, I'm much more pleased than I was this time last week. So hopefully I can get my low bar grooved in and then everything will be looking pretty good. Now, the moment you've all, let's face it, you've all come here to look at is pretty much the ultimate sandwich. You see here, I have 4 pieces of thick white bread. I have, I think 6 bits of bacon, possibly 8. I have about 3 or 4 sausages, and then 4 eggs, and ketchup, of course, all crammed into 2 incredible, astounding, the highest quality sandwiches. And yeah, I ate those. It felt pretty good, and I'm happy with that sandwich creation. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as always, and I will see you tomorrow.